Hey guys, how's it going? I recently saw a post where someone showed the fact that you can put in the character creator in Diablo 4, the small little indie game you might have heard of. You can put in China, but you cannot put in Taiwan. And a bunch of people lost their shit, and that's understandable, you know. It's understandable that if you only had that information, that that could look bad, and it does look bad. But something that this post did not show is the fact that you can put in many other countries. England, you can't put in. What some other ones? South Africa, you can't put in. In fact, you can't put in Africa at all, but you can put in Asia, which is another continent, and you can put in America, which is another continent. So you can put in America, Asia, Australia, but you can't put in Africa. So yeah, we all know what we think about that. There's different countries you can't put in, just like how you can't put in Taiwan, you can't put in Canada, you can't put in England, as we've seen. You can't put in England. You can put in Russia. That is no problem. Blizzard fully supports Putin's war on Ukraine, but you can't put in Ukraine. So that is another thing in and of itself. So Ukraine bad and Taiwan bad, but Russia good and China good, according to Blizzard. So there are various different things you can't put in. The Quran, for instance, you can put in Quran, no problem. If you read the Quran, no problem at all. The Torah, if you read the Torah, if you're Hebrew or Jewish or anything like that, no problem. But the Bible is bad. Bible is the devil. So that is what Blizzard is saying right there. They support the Quran, they support the Torah, they do not support the Bible. And obviously, as we've seen, they do not support Ukraine or Taiwan either. There are various pretty interesting little things that you can and can't put in. You can't, for instance, put in the name Snigglepuff, which is just a regular gaming name. I'm sure there's someone somewhere called Snigglepuff or Snigglepoof or anything like that, but you can't put in Sniggle because it contains these three letters. No word with these three letters is allowed, even though there are 28 different words containing these four letters in the English language. So you can't use any of those words at all. By the way, I see that they really heavily focused on English words and English swear words, because there are a bunch of words from my own language and from German and from Dutch that I can put into the thing and it isn't offended at all. Like that one, for instance, is a very bad word, but I can put it in no problem. But something like that you can't put in at all, which is literally the same word. So they really focused on censoring quote unquote bad English words. And then, of course, as we know, the worst word in the entire English language apparently is Ukraine or Taiwan. Those are really bad. You go straight to jail for saying those if you are working at Blizzard at all. So I did a few tests. There's a bunch of countries that you can put in, but for some reason there are these types of countries like Ukraine, Taiwan, those types of countries that you can't put in. Israel you can't put in at all. Pakistan you can't put in at all. Iraq you can put in, so Iraq good, Israel bad, Pakistan bad. Niger you can't put in Niger at all, which is a country. Zimbabwe you can't put in Zimbabwe either. So there's a bunch of black countries which apparently they do not approve of at all. So yeah, I just wanted to fill you in regarding this, because I saw that one post that shows that you can put in China, so China good, but you can't put in Taiwan. But that isn't the full story. That's not the only thing that Blizzard don't approve of. They also don't approve of Ukraine and all of that other kind of stuff. You know, the Bible, definitely bad. Go straight to jail if you say the Bible at Blizzard headquarters. So, yeah, that is it. I'm still playing around with some other stuff that you can put in, can't put in. In their previous game, in Diablo 3, there actually was a list in the game files. You simply go to the game files of Diablo 3 and there was a list of banned words, but I have not been able to find that list of words in the Diablo 4 game files. So maybe they were smart enough this time to make the authentication of the names server side, or at least to keep it on the server side at Blizzard, you know, instead of making that entire list public in the game files. But yeah, play around with it if you guys want to, and let me know in the comments below what funny words you can find which are banned and which words are not banned, like Snigglepuff, for instance. So if your IGN is Snigglepuff, then I am unfortunately gonna say you can't play the game at all. There's actually someone on Twitch called Sniggle, which I'm sure they are pretty upset about the fact that they can't even use their literal IGN, which they probably have used for years. But anyway, that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments below what words and phrases you can find which Blizzard do not approve of. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.